What you picture when you think of a dinosaur has never been a settled thing. For 200 years, that image has shifted and morphed, reflecting not just new fossil discoveries, but the incredible power of our own imagination. A brand new animated film, Terrible Lizards, the latest in the Dinosauria series, is a celebration of this incredible journey. It's an experimental, artistic tribute to 2 centuries of paleoart, taking us from the monsters of Victorian England to the vibrant, complex animals we imagine today. So, how did science and art team up to pull off one of the greatest makeovers in history? Picture this: a feathered predator, moving with the twitchy, nervous grace of a bird, its babies covered in fuzzy down. Now, picture this: a hulking, green-skinned behemoth, dragging its tail like some monster from a forgotten myth. How on earth did we get from the one to the other? The answer is an amazing story of discovery, of art, and of how a single idea can radically evolve. It all kicks off in the early 1800s. A handful of absolutely baffling bones are unearthed in southern England. To the naturalists of the day, they were a puzzle. With very little to go on, they did their best to put these creatures together. The very first dinosaur ever named Megalosaurus was imagined as a gigantic 4-legged reptile. This vision was quite literally set in stone in the 1850s with the world-famous Crystal Palace dinosaur. Sculptures these wonderfully strange iguana-like beasts that look more like dragons than anything we'd recognize today. When the brilliant anatomist Sir Richard Owen coined the term Dinosauria, or terrible lizard, in 1842, it was for a trio of these monstrous reptiles: Megalosaurus, Iguanodon, and Haleosaurus. It was a name born of pure awe, and maybe a little bit of fear, based on the only clues they had. For the next century or so, this classic image of the dinosaur got really stuck in the public imagination. This was the era of the great paleoartist Charles R. Knight. His breathtaking murals basically defined what a dinosaur looked like for generations. His work showed them as powerful, sure, but also sluggish, tail-dragging animals. They were often romanticized as dim-witted brutes from a lost world, forever locked in swampy, violent battles. This version, pumped up by early films and books, created the classic dinosaur stereotype many of us grew up with. While paleontological breakthroughs had slowed down, the art from this period cemented the idea of dinosaurs as magnificent, but ultimately doomed reptilian failures. But then, in the late 1960s, a fossil discovery blew everything wide open. The discovery of Deinonychus by paleontologist John Ostrom revealed a small predator with a terrifying sickle-shaped claw. Its skeleton didn't suggest a slow, plodding lizard. It suggested a creature built for speed and agility, an active, dynamic hunter. This find sparked a scientific revolution that became known as the dinosaur renaissance. Artists like Robert Bakker championed this fiery new vision, drawing dinosaurs in high-energy poses, leaping, running, and behaving like warm-blooded, bird-like animals. Tails came up off the ground, postures straightened, and the image of the sluggish lizard was completely shattered. This was the moment dinosaurs stopped being just monsters and started becoming real animals. The Renaissance kicked the door open, and the decades that followed brought an explosion of new discoveries, supercharged by new technology. The 1990s confirmed the link between dinosaurs and birds. And soon after, fossil evidence proved what was once just a theory. Some dinosaurs absolutely had feathers. Paleoart today is a vibrant global community. Artists use 3D modeling and consult the absolute latest research on things like muscle structure and even skin pigmentation to create stunningly realistic reconstructions. They've moved way beyond just shrink wrapping. It's that old technique of just stretching skin over a skeleton to imagine animals with realistic body fat, cartilage, and complex social lives. As David Armsby's new film, Terrible Lizards, shows, this evolution is a story in itself, a visual history of science and action. The Dinosauria series has always been praised for its gorgeous visuals and its mission to show dinosaurs as living, breathing animals. This new short film, Terrible Lizards, takes that to a new level by celebrating the history of how we pictured them in the first place. If you're as fascinated by that blend of art and science as we are, make sure you subscribe for more stories from natural history. And definitely go watch David Armsby. making a video to see exactly how he brought this 200-year-long artistic journey to life. From terrible lizards to the feathered ancestors of birds, our idea of what a dinosaur is has been completely transformed. It's a journey that perfectly mirrors the process of science itself, a constant, thrilling cycle of discovery, revision, and pure wonder. Terrible Lizards isn't just an animated film. It's a love letter to the artists and scientists who have spent centuries piecing together this lost world. It's a beautiful reminder that every single image, whether it's a flawed Victorian monster or a photorealistic digital model, is a vital snapshot of our own evolving understanding, and that this story is far from over.